Hi champions, your resident lazy person here. Let's talk about hair. Let's say you're a shape-shifting alien visiting Earth for the first time. You turn into a human to blend in. You're here to sightsee, you're a tourist on Earth for say 2 weeks. It's your first time shape-shifting as a human, you don't need to look exceptional, just passable, and you have minimum experience with a human hair routine. What length of hair would you go for? You might say, well, that's easy, go bald of course. And I agree. You get here bald, by the time you're done you have really short hair still. Nothing was really required on your part, great, I hope you enjoyed your stay. What if you're here for a month instead? Well, I would think that maybe start with a really short buzz cut, and then by the end it'll be a bit longer, but not super noticeably different, right? Men with hair like that can get away with not going to the barber for a month. So this is the idea. How do we go about doing the least amount of work possible? With that in mind, let's evaluate your options. Bald to 1 knuckle length of hair. Pro for this one is you don't have to do anything when you wake up. It's just like that. You could call this a con because you might want to change it up, but we're just being lazy here, so we'll evaluate as such. So if your alien's here for business and not leisure, they have stuff to do, they're not here to change up their hair. Another pro is no hair products pretty much at all. You don't have to use shampoo, you can just slap some soap on your head and bob's your uncle. Con is that you have to constantly cut it. Whether you're going to the barber every couple weeks or doing it at home to save some money, it is an ongoing exercise. 2 to 3 knuckle lengths. Pro for this one is that yes, you are needing shampoo now, but with this length it's really easy to get the shampoo to your scalp and your hair also dries quickly. Another pro is that you're not really using a lot of product, if at all. Every couple of months the hair on your head is quote unquote new, so it should all be pretty healthy and shouldn't need much from you. Con is the same as being bald, you still need that clockwork maintenance. A new con though is that you have to do your hair every morning. Or wear a hat, but it will be messy when you wake up. It's long enough to potentially do that now. Even if it's only a couple minutes, it's something you have to deal with every morning. Up to chin length. We've lost the con of clockwork maintenance, right? You can have a bob and go maybe a month and a half without getting a trim maybe. It's neither here nor there for this length. If you have texture in your hair, you might get an even bigger time window between trims. This one will get the con of using hair products though. I'm not going to count washing and drying time just yet, but I will count product because now you're properly using shampoo, conditioner and whatever else. Could get away without it when it was shorter, but if you have say a bob, those ends have been out of your scalp for maybe a year or more now, they need product. This one has a special con, which is that it's long enough to potentially get in your face, but short enough that you can't really tie it up, so it's annoying. Chin to shoulder length. Pro for this one is that you can now fully tie up your hair into a low pony or some such. This means that when you wake up in the morning, you no longer have to do your hair if you so choose. If you're running late, you can just tie it up. Maybe it doesn't look great, but it's good enough. Massive win for lazy fans all around the world. Another pro is that you can also avoid getting a trim for say 3 to 5 months. This one will get a con on washing drying time and another for product, and don't skimp on conditioner. Even longer, same pros, same cons, except washing drying times of course even longer, and you're probably even using more product. Okay, now armed with this table, you can maybe see why I'm excluding mixed length hairstyles from it, and when I say that I don't really mean layers or a small mullet, I mean stuff like undercuts, mohawks, and Tommy's haircut. See, Tommy here has the haircut I like the least as a lazy person. Even if he doesn't care because he's a Sigma male on that grind set. Because a con from one length will negate a pro from the other length. For example, the short hair here is supposed to mean you wake up and go. But the long hair here means that he has to do his hair in the morning anyway. The long hair should mean that he can visit his barber less often, but the short part means that he'll still have to go every 2 or 3 weeks. It's just the whole thing. The modern man is supposed to be practical, no nonsense, efficient, cut the crap. And yet they have the least practical haircut pretty much ever. What's that about? Personally, I think every lazy bum should have the hair that's just long enough to be fully tied up in the back like a little broom, so you can wake up and just put your hair up and go about your day, and when you're feeling not so lazy, you can style your hair. Anyway, guess how long my hair is. Of course, we haven't accounted for personal preferences and needs, but that's for you to figure out and for me to say that I'm not a professional and I just go to my hairdresser and I don't even say anything, I just nap in the chair for 3 hours. Note on colors though. Personally, hair is an accessory to me that just happens to be attached to my head. Now, my haircut, as we've discussed here, affects my day-to-day living, so practicality comes before aesthetics for me. But whatever my color hair is, it takes just about the same amount of time, plus or minus the toning conditioner. So I suppose if you want some advice in terms of color, refer to the wardrobe video. I just decided that I don't care what hair color makes me look good, I just want what makes me happy, like my pink pants and my Gundam shirt. That's all from me today. I hope you learned something, and come back next time where we talk about cooking, maybe. Okay, bye.